Breaking news, the Chicago Bears have hired a new defensive coordinator. What's up, guys? Swift here, and the Bears have made a decision on their new DC, hiring Eric Washington, the Buffalo Bills defensive line coach. I'm really high on this guy as a teacher and a coach who focuses on fundamentals, and I asked around on Twitter and received some incredible feedback about how impressed some people who have worked with him in the past are about this guy as a coach and a teacher. This will be his second stint with the Chicago Bears and his second time being a defensive coordinator after serving that role in Carolina for 2 years previously. The coolest thing about Washington is what a great teacher of football is. He's a solid communicator who preaches energy and taking the ball away. He talks about getting the ball on defense almost as much as Matt Eberflus does, and I think those two will get along perfectly and share that philosophy. I also believe this is a way of bringing in a well-respected coach who can add to the defense, while also letting Eberflus retain his play-calling duties on that side of the ball. Washington is a well-respected defensive line coach who should help us get more production out of our front four. He was also our defensive line coach the last time we won a playoff game back in 2010. Hopefully he can bring us some good fortune in that department as well. If you want to see more about Eric Washington, he has a ton of press conferences on YouTube. I watched about 15 of them to get a feel for how he commands a room and what kind of a communicator he is. I have to say I was pretty impressed. Watching his press conferences next to someone like Alan Williams is a drastic difference. Eric Washington kind of reminds me of Kevin Warren in a way, of how he commands the room. He gets attention and gets respect when he is speaking. There's just something about it I can't really put my finger on, but I really like this hire. Even though coaching hires are always a guessing game, I love the process that Poles and company have took on this one. The names they have interviewed have been better than I expected going into the process, and I believe that the Shane Waldron hire was an absolute home run. I like this hire as well, and I think he's an up-and-coming coach with a bright future who should add to our defense. This guy's a smart, hard-working teacher of football, and that's what I want out of a defensive coach. I think he embodies what the Bears are looking for and should fit in very well. Meanwhile, East-West Shrine Bowl practices have kicked off this morning. I'm watching those practices virtually before heading down to the Senior Bowl on Monday. Stay tuned because I have a ton of content on the way. Please remember to hit that like button for me, and until next time, bear down.